Rising interest rates have caused an affordability gap. What exactly is that? So Tara, I'm seeing all over MLS price reductions on houses.
Yeah, that's not surprising, Rob.
Yeah, exactly. So with the rising interest rates, there is an affordability gap. So what exactly is an affordability gap?
Well, it has to do with a buyer's buying power based on how much they can afford for a monthly payment. And so I'll give you guys just a quick example that will simplify this for you. So in January, interest rates were about 3.22%, which if I was sending somebody out to shop to keep their payment at $3,500 for the principal and interest to repay the loan, they could buy about just over $800,000. Let's call it $807,000. In April, rates had gone up. 5.11 was the going interest rate in April. And to have the same monthly payment of $3,500, I now was sending them out shopping at $643,000. Well, fast forward to today in June, and interest rates are at 6.25, and I'm now sending them out shopping at $568,000. So the affordability gap, Rob, is as interest rates have gone up, that buyer's buying power has gone down, and now you have all these high-priced homes and people who can't qualify to buy them.
Oh, so that's why we see all these price reductions.
That's why we're starting to see price reductions.
Because that's really the best way to get people into homes now is to price the homes right. And if they're overpriced, bring them down.
Absolutely. And because of rising interest rates, it created a buyer frenzy in the first part of the year where buyers who knew they wanted to buy and knew rates were going up and understood the equation I just went over with you, there was a frenzy to be able to lock in that interest rate as quickly as possible. And it actually caused home prices to go up about 20% in the first 5 months of this year. And so I think that's the softening that we're going to see, is that accelerated appreciation we saw in just the last few months that wasn't necessarily real appreciation, but it was appreciation that was driven by rising interest rates.
So what is your advice to buyers right now?
My advice to buyers right now is exactly what you've seen in the first part of this year could continue into the rest of the year. So inflation is over 8%, and the Feds are still doing, well, they're moving into an aggressive approach in raising interest rates to combat that inflation. And so if your buying power today is $568,000 at 6.25, what would it be at 7, 8, 9, or 10%? At the end of the day, guys, purchasing a home allows you to lock in your principal and interest payment for the next 30 years, and it's a great way to hedge inflation.
And if for some reason you get into a higher rate and the rates come down,
you can refinance. But
exactly.
If you don't lock in that interest rates and they continue to go up, you're subject to the increase and you're going to have less buying power when you go out into the market as a home buyer.
And we can also take advantage of these price reductions because these sellers are obviously motivated as well.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so now is the time to buy. And if you'd like any more information or any help, please feel free to reach out to us. Tara, great information.
Thanks.
Thank you, and thank you for watching.